Hello beautiful Pisces, thank you very much for tuning in to your May reading for 2016 with me, Lorien. For those of you who are returning subscribers, hello, thank you very much for your continued support, and for those of you who are new, hello, welcome, thank you for joining me in this video. You may know, for those of you who follow me on Twitter and Facebook, I am only just recently out of hospital this week, so trying to get back into tarot reading as quickly as possible, otherwise I'll just sit in bed and mope all day. So this is really getting my intuition back into things, and thank you again for everybody who's asked for a personal reading from me. Just to let you know, this is my altar. This is where I do my magical workings. This is where I meditate on your question if you have or if you will buy a reading from me. This is where I do it all, and obviously I type it up on the computer, but this is where I do your reading. So I thought it'd be nice to bring you back here again. It's my most sacred space, and this month we have a light blue candle. I've not actually lit it yet. I keep forgetting, so I may light it now. But oh, got red on it. But this is all about the communication. I do feel that May is a very light blue energy, like a sky azure blue, and I just wanted to celebrate that really, because it's a nice feeling that I'm getting. It's a nice feeling. For those of you who have requested meditation videos, they're on their way. I will be writing them up and recording them and doing everything hopefully before May, but I'm just trying to catch up on everything now. I've been about 2 weeks ill. And also, if you would like a reading from me, just go to the link below. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, all the information's there too. Alright, so we have the Earth Magic Oracle deck and we have the Rider-Waite. Let's get to it and see what Pisces has to offer this month. Well, you always have a lot to offer, Pisces. My little swimmers. I know you're not supposed to have favourite signs as a reader, but Pisces really are one of my favourite signs, I have to say. Maybe it's because you're a fellow water sign. You're kind of like a lighter version of Scorpio. Not to say that you're like Diet Coke or anything, but it just means that I think you flow a lot freer than us Scorpios sometimes feel that we're able to, because, you know, we're fixed. Alright, is this... okay. I had to ask that. Oh! Dagnabbit. Alright. Well, that's what the message that they wanted to give you, so I'll just see what they have else in store. It's not necessarily a bad reading. Whoa, okay. That one literally just flew out at me. Okie dokie. And it's got a nice blue. So yeah, let me just tune into the thing. They're showing me a lot of felt tip pens. I don't know why, but they're showing me a lot of felt tip pens. It's kind of like, you know, those like colouring books that, you know, people do. And, you know, you walk into like a WH Smith or a stationery place or a magazine place, and there's like a freaking aisle of now colouring books and therapy books like that. They're showing me a lot of that, so maybe you need a little bit of cuddle therapy this month. It seems like you may have a little bit of an uphill battle on your hands with a few people. This is mental and emotional rather than physical. This seems to be kind of like you feel like you're bashing your head against a brick wall sometimes when you're trying to speak to somebody in particular, and you're just kind of, your point never gets through, and you're trying your best to move forwards, and they just kind of like bum bum bum. You can't get through to them. But it's not all bad. It really isn't all bad. This, I feel, is you trying to defend your place, and try and defend your choices to somebody. I think this could be a family, or, well, it could be somebody who thinks they're family, but it's just kind of like, dude, seriously, just back off. Or there could be some thing of like, do we have to go through this over and over and over and over again? This is how I feel, this is where I am, this is where I stand, you're not bringing me down to your level. I think truly that this is somebody who could be a little bit jealous of your standpoint and where you are and how successful you've been in the past. Or it could be kind of like, you know, the mother-in-law syndrome. You've stolen my child. Not really, you know, not to be stereotypical, but that's pretty much a lot of what mothers can be like. And it can be almost like you're trying to win them over constantly. Don't bother, just be yourself, be your authentic self, because you've got a lot of other crap to deal with on the side. You don't need this. You don't need other people's stress. Be careful whose responsibilities you're taking on as your own and whose stresses you're taking on as your own. You, very much like Cancer, can be very empathetic, and that can cause you to take on board people's issues, and very much almost like if you walk next to somebody in the street who's very upset, you can suddenly feel an overwhelming sense of grief for no reason. Well, it's not no reason, it's just that the person next to you also feels it. You need to protect yourself from that this month, and very much encompass yourself in a loving and heavenly space if at all possible, because I do feel that, you know, you are going to need a lot of energy strength, a lot of positivity coming in. You are going to have some energy to get up and go. I like this card. I think it's a very positive card. It shows, I think, that you've gone into battle a little bit. You've come out of it maybe with a few stitches, but you are going to be on a high point here, and I do kind of feel like you are having that how put it, intellectual side of things. You are going to feel more mentally aware of things, and more kind of like you're in, almost like a school. You're kind of like, I know this, I know this, I know, constantly learning and putting things to the test, and kind of for some reason they've taken me back to my secondary school and a place where I used to have history class. Something about the open air, clarifying your mental state and being prepared for the future. You know, if you ever felt like, I want to plan for the next stage of my life, the next stage of my education, the next phase, I think you're going to start planning the next phase. I see travel here. I see movement in this card. I see you changing tactic and actually making plans. I don't see you being in the same place or when you imagine this. I see you being somewhere else, or, you know, I want to move town, or I want to move country, or I want to change. You make a decision about change in this card in this week. You're ready to fight the shit out of something, and I don't normally swear in videos. Whoa, I don't normally swear in videos, but you really are. Yeah, this is a good card. I like this. You know, Pisces, you don't all like lay down and go la 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 like mermaids. You stand up and fight, and you're certainly going to do that right here. Now, in this card, it seems kind of like you may feel by doing that, suddenly there's lots of red tape. It's kind of like there's never-ending things and things you didn't think about, and people surrounding you again with their opinions, saying, oh, but you can't do that. Oh, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong? What if... Shh. Quiet that anxiety. Quiet that anxiety. You don't deserve that anxiety. Again, watch whose opinions you're taking on as your own, because it's not really true in what you feel inside. And that's basically what this card means. Don't be tied up by other people around you. Just because they think, yeah, but if you leave your job now, where will you go? How will you pay for this? How will you do that? Oh, you don't know anybody in Canada or wherever. You know, you don't know this. Well, no, but it's the chance you take at a new life. Now, I don't literally mean that you're going to go up sticks and change, you know, your entire existence, but I do feel you're going to make a very significant change, or the decision to change something very significantly. To you, it may seem small, but to the universe, it seems significant. It could be that I'm going to go vegetarian 4 days a week, or it could be something, but that will instigate something different. Trust the cycles that you feel that you need to go through, because you're going to be very independent. You're going to start... You're going to start having a lot of changes. This is quite a good thing, that you don't have to worry. You're proven that you don't have to worry. This is kind of like the Garden of Eden type thing. You know, you've got your wisdom here, the birds come down to, you know, your counsel, you listening to your higher self. You're very much in the zone. I feel as though that you are touching upon a part of yourself which is very intuitive and wonderful in the last week of May. And this, I think, is going to be something that you can really draw upon and utilize and get to grips with, because this is such a very strong card. And I do feel as though there's a lot of possibility with this card. It's almost like you can seize the day. That's what they kind of showed me. Seize the day. Wine. Okay, you're going to maybe drink a little bit of wine as a celebration, or just to calm your nerves or something. Just have something to calm your nerves, which is this one. And then you're going to have more clarity coming in. And I think a confidant may come in. Little confidant, but one all the same. Now this is your sanctuary. This is all about planning, in the quiet, changing, manifesting, yes, but transmuting and evolving into something new and different. And I think if you can get the time on your own, you will find it a lot easier to listen to what's going on in your soul. Too many times, too much electricity, too many beep beep beep, we need your and demand your attention. We need to kind of shut off the phone, go into a room, write down some things, meditate, just take the time which is precious to yourself. Doesn't matter if you've got 19 kids or 500 family members. Just try and make sure that you listen to yourself rather than listen to fear from other people. And I think that's basically what May is here for you to do. It's here for you to set what the next 6-12 months are there for you to do. If it is a private reading that you'd like from me for more personal guidance, please feel free to go to the link below and purchase a reading from me. But this is a very general reading for the energies that are here to support you, Pisces. And this is really what they want you to get to grips with, I think. But let me know how things go, because I would be absolutely fascinated and intrigued to know how things go for you. I do feel as though you are going to be kicking some butt and taking some names, just because there's this kind of like, like I mentioned, that the education thing, it was like a glass corridor in the middle of a forest, and we had to walk through this glass corridor to another building to go to this history lesson. And I think this corridor is almost like saying you will have clarity. It's almost like you're walking back in time or back into somewhere else, away from the conglomerate of people and into something more private and personal, almost like a wood cavern it was. So clear your deck of negativity. Clear it all. And most of all, take care of yourself, because that's very important. Have some carnelian or have something, if you want. But I do really feel that you are on the changing tide now. The tides are changing for you. I'm sorry, that's a terrible accent, but alright, let me know how things go, Pisces. I am always available if you would like to message me, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, whatever. I am aware that I've reached 5,000 subscribers, which I cannot believe, so thank you very much. And I will be doing something for that, so look out for that soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourself, and I look forward to reading for you.